Back inside the Rio in the 2010 main event here at the feature table where the Grinder, the last of the four Mizrachi brothers that cashed at the main event, still sits. And, of course, he's got the support of his wife, Lily, and brother Robert, and other friends, all showing their support. Joining the table now is Theo Jorgensen. He began the day as the chip leader, but gave up almost all his chips when he doubled up Soy Wen.
You got the best table in the house.
Here. This is the best table in the house.
Yeah. Most exciting.
I find Matt Affleck to be exciting.
Ace deuce for Matt Affleck.
To me, Affleck is a cross between Evel Knievel and Wile E. Coyote.
Affleck from under the gun raises to $250.
And $9 million to the winner? That is exciting.
Theo says this table's not so exciting. He folds. David Baker now with Pocket Kings. That's exciting.
Baker finished third this year in a World Series no-limit event that had 3,000 entrants, so he knows how to navigate a large field.
He's going to repop it to $875. William Thorson, the Swedish pro, with King Jack of Diamonds.
I'll raise.
He announces raise.
2.2 million.
Wow, he loves to put the pressure on. $2.2 million.
Thorson is a gambling man. If I could be William Thorson line for just half a day, the damage I could do.
All right, so now the big re-raise back to Affleck.
Can't do anything stupid now, at least.
He folds his ace deuce.
I'm all in.
Baker re-raise is all in for over $4 million.
Feel free to let it go.
Give me 90 seconds.
Take as long as you need.
I don't think Thorson needs to think too long.
I will never call the clock on you.
He knows Baker's not going to be pushing that many chips in without a big hand.
Thorson gives up the hand and gives up the chips to David Baker.
Well, Thorson took a hit there, but at least he cut his losses.
Baker $5 million to the good for the day, while Thorson is down to just $6.3 million. Action here on Damian Luis with pocket fours.
At that end of the table line, you must wear sunglasses or they will not seat you.
A raise to $180,000. Racner lays it down.
Well, Hassan Habib's been sitting on a short stack forever.
And he is still here, but he'll lay that hand down. Over to Corey Emery. 7-6 of spades.
He once lost 100 pounds in a one-year period. So what? I once gained 100 pounds in a one-year period. To each his own.
From the button, Emery makes that call. Mizrachi now in the small blind. Ace, deuce of clubs.
The lure of the suited ace from the small blind. So many men before us have given in to its temptation.
And Mizrachi does likewise, makes the call. The big blind, Matt Affleck.
He's rotating 7 Seattle jerseys here at the main event. This is day 7. What's he going to do if he makes it to day 8?
Exactly. Jack 8 of clubs. He's in the pot as well.
That's just bad planning, Lon. Would have killed the kid to buy an 8th jersey.
4 players will see a flop. It is King 5-8. Affleck is best with his pair of 8s. Emery with an up and down straight draw. Mizrachi checks, he missed. Matt now with middle pair. He checks. Luis, his pocket fours are rags, and he checks. Emery lets him see a free turn card.
Why do they all have chips if they're not going to use them?
Turn card now. 5 of clubs. Affleck with 2 pair now and a jack-high flush draw. Mizrachi with a nut flush draw. And he bets about half the pot, $400,000.
Yeah, Grinder picks up a draw and thinks he's king of the world. He's just head of the Mizrachi family.
Affleck with the best hand makes the call. Luis folds. He was drawing thin. Emery gets out of the way.
If a club comes on the river, we're going to see some fireworks.
River card now. 7 of diamonds. Affleck with the check mark. Grinder missed his draw.
That's right, Matt. Take a look at him. He's just a Mizrachi.
Grinder is going to bet it, though. He likes to do that. $600,000.
We've seen this before from Grinder. Busted hand on the river, and he bets it.
Affleck pausing now. And lays the best hand down, giving too much credit to Michael.
Grinder outplays Affleck, and boy, he needed that.
If you want to show one.
Grinder doesn't want to show any.
And he'll take in a few more chips.
I just wanted to make your fans happy.
You have a flush draw?
8 with clubs. You had 6-7. It was a very good bet.
Matt with the right idea. Grinder was just on a draw.
Affleck takes the small hit.
You'll be on tilt. Don't watch the TV for that.
Mizrachi winning every which way he can. Condia once a chip leader in this tournament, now in 4th place. Back to the feature table action on another former chip leader, Theo Jorgensen. Jorgensen very subdued after giving up most of his stack to Soy Wen. He looks down at 5-4. He still doesn't think the table's very exciting. Corey Emery with pocket sixes.
He's a security guard from Simi Valley, California.
He calls for 100,000. Mizrachi, 9-8 offsuit.
The 9 of diamonds is known as the Curse of Scotland, Lon. Don't know why. I'm not making that up.
Wow, I better be worried. I'm part Scottish. Mizrachi called. Affleck in the big blind with pocket deuces. Checks his option.
Do you know what the deuce of diamonds is known as?
No.
The deuce of diamonds.
Oh, man, you had me worried. 3 players will see the flop for the minimum. It is Trey 6-7. Emery with a set of sixes. Mizrachi picked up an up and down straight draw.
Check.
He checks it to Affleck, drawing very thin.
Well, here comes my boy with his 1% hand.
175,000 into Emery with his set, and he just calls. Michael comes along as well.
The big hand calls, the big draw calls.
Turn card is a 10, and Mizrachi hits his straight to the 10. He checks. Affleck drawing dead. He checks.
My boy slows down, thank goodness. Emery's got to love this spot, but it could be his undoing.
He does bet 450,000.
You try to bet premium hands for value. If you're grinder here, you just don't move all in. You make a bet that's going to get called and win some chips.
Michael looking a little nervous as he check raises to $1,050,000.
Of course, here a grinder all in probably would get called by Emery.
Affleck folds.
I'm all in.
I call.
Emery all in, and a snap call from Mizrachi to put Corey at risk.
And Corey Emery just ran into a cooler.
Michael Mizrachi, 1 card from a knockout and a big pot, and that brings the Mizrachis to life.
Emery does have outs. He needs the board to pair, or Corey Emery will be gone.
River card does not pair the board. Corey Emery knocked out from this main event in 33rd place. He'll take home $255,000. Well done, Corey.
And a tough hand to end a great run for the amateur.
Grinder getting the high fives from the family. He's over $7 million again.
Get him, Rod, get him.
And that's got to worry everyone in the room. Andy Block considered one of the best to have not won a bracelet, a distinction he shared with Michael Mizrachi until this year when Grinder won the Poker Players Championship. Michael back over $7 million where he started this day. Over to John Racner from Tampa, Florida with pocket jacks.
Racner very superstitious. He gets a room service bacon, egg, and cheese croissant every morning. He eats half of it, and when he takes the elevator to the Amazon room, even if the down button is already pushed, he pushes it again.
Racner raised it to $235,000. Thorson folds 10-8 to the Grinder, who also has 10-8.
We actually have several superstitious players left in the field, and I'm superstitious, Lon. For instance, I don't answer the phone if I know it's you.
Folded over to Dewey Lay in the big blind. Queen 10 of clubs.
Lay, another superstitious pro, same hoodie, same jeans, every day at the main event, and he eats a quesadilla every morning here and goes to the same Thai restaurant every night.
Eats a quesadilla in the morning. Lay calls, he'll go heads up with Racner. The flop is 9-8-5. Racner's jacks are still ahead, but are susceptible to danger. Lay picked up a gut shot.
Racner also gets a cranberry juice when he gets off the elevator. He should have had a V8.
Lay checked. Racner checks. Turn card now is a queen. Lay takes the lead. Racner with a gut shot to the case 10.
I hope Lay can still breathe behind there.
Lay checked it. Racner now. Oh, I think he still likes his pocket jacks. And he bets 345. Lay behind the mask gently puts out the call.
Yeah, Lay has a pulse, and Racner learning the folly of pocket jacks.
The river card is a Trey. Lay with the check mark with those queens. And he checks again. Racner.
Racner now chewing on those pocket jacks.
Oh boy, Racner reaching for chips. And he is going to bet it again, 435.
He bets 1/3 of the pot.
Lay now with the best hand, spreads out a call. Racner turns over his pocket jacks, but they're second best to the queens of Dewey Lay. And the curse of pocket jacks strikes again, Norman.
Lay might enjoy his Thai dinner tonight, And Racner left with the other half of his bacon croissant.
John, once a chip leader here on day 7, is now down for the day, while Dewey Lay is up more than $2 million here on day 7.